There are certain unforgettable moments that a man will replay in his mind over and over, even when you're nowhere near him. Most people think kissing is only about desire or physical attraction. And yes, it can feel exciting, intense, even overwhelming in the best way. But what if I told you that the place you kiss a man matters just as much as the way you do it? What if I told you there are specific areas, ones many people don't even consider, that make a man feel truly seen, wanted, and quietly undone in a way he doesn't expect? The truth is, it's not about being overly seductive. It's not about doing something dramatic. It's about building small moments of closeness that go straight to a man's emotional core, moments that make him feel something he doesn't feel with just anyone. These are the moments that make him think, there's something about her I can't shake. I can't get her out of my head. Today I want to take you through 5 meaningful places where men love to be kissed. And trust me, some of these may surprise you because they're not always about physical excitement. They're about emotional softness, comfort, and connection through touch. And that's precisely why they have such a powerful effect. If you're ready to do more than just catch a man's eye, if you want to leave a gentle but unforgettable mark on his heart and his thoughts, then stay with me. Because once you understand why these places matter, you'll see that true attraction is far more natural, warm, and tender than you may have realized. Let's go deeper into one of the most overlooked but incredibly meaningful spots, the neck. A man's neck carries almost magical influence when it comes to kissing. It's one of the most sensitive, intimate, and emotionally charged areas of his body, even if he never admits it. The beautiful thing about the neck is that it connects physical reaction with emotional openness. Most men walk through life with a mindset that they must stay composed, stay stoic, stay in control. They're taught not to show too much, not to look weak, not to let their guard down. But the neck is one of the few places where that guard naturally drops. It's unshielded, it's soft, it's exposed in a way he rarely thinks about. And when you kiss him there, you're touching a part of him that isn't used to being treated gently. It awakens something inside him, something warm, something vulnerable, something he may not fully understand but definitely feels. The magic isn't in being intense or dramatic. It's not about grabbing his neck like you're acting out a scene from a movie. It's about embracing the quiet strength in slow, gentle touch, a warm, slow kiss just below his ear, a soft brush of your lips along the side of his neck when you lean in close, a moment where your breath grazes his skin before your lips do. These kinds of subtle, patient touches create an energy that words could never replace. It becomes a moment that feels deeply personal, deeply private, and deeply calming. It's about teasing rather than rushing. It's about letting the moment breathe. It's about being completely present with him through your touch, as if you're taking your time exploring a part of him that most people ignore. When you kiss a man's neck with that kind of presence and softness, you're saying something powerful without ever speaking a word. You're saying, I'm comfortable being close to you. I'm not in a hurry. I want you to feel this. I want you to feel me. And whether he shows it or not, men crave this kind of closeness far more than they admit. Here's the part almost no one talks about. Men crave touch that means something, touch that isn't just physical. They want the kind of contact that tells them quietly, you're safe with me, you're important to me, I'm here with you, not just for what you can give. Gentle kisses on the neck create a bridge between desire and trust. They turn interest into connection. They give him permission to stop performing, stop pretending to be in control, stop trying to impress you, and simply exist in the moment with you. If you want a man to think about you long after the night ends, then focus less on doing something big and more on these tiny, intimate details. The kinds of touches that seem small, but run far deeper than surface-level attraction. The warm memory of your lips on his neck, the heat of your breath on his skin, the closeness of that moment. These things don't fade. That feeling stays with him. It returns to him when he's alone. It echoes in his mind because it wasn't just physical. It felt personal. It felt like connection. And here's another important truth. Every man is different. Some men respond to a firmer kiss. Others melt when the touch is soft and slow. But what matters even more than technique is your intention. It's about whether you're paying attention to him in the moment. Are you noticing how he reacts? Are you changing your touch or your pace based on his breathing or the way his body responds? Real chemistry lives in responsiveness. It lives in the way two people adjust to each other naturally, without thinking too hard. When you understand that, when you kiss his neck, not to get a reaction, but to share a moment of closeness, he feels the difference instantly. You stop being just another woman who flirted with him. You become the woman who made him feel something real, the woman whose energy he can't replicate with anyone else, the woman whose connection stays with him subconsciously. So never underestimate the quiet power of the neck. Don't skip it. Don't rush it. Take your time. Make it meaningful. Make it soft, warm, and slow. And you'll see how even the most confident, controlled man melts from the gentle magic of your kiss and carries the memory with him in a way he can't forget. Because sometimes the quietest kiss says the most, and often the softest touch leaves the deepest mark on a man's memory. Now, if there is another place that carries this powerful mix of confidence and tenderness, it's a man's jawline. That sharp curve, that steady angle, that defined shape. It naturally draws attention, not just because it looks attractive, but because of what it represents. When you kiss a man along his jaw, you're doing far more than showing affection. You're acknowledging the version of himself he presents to the world, his strength, his dignity, his calm presence, while also slipping underneath all of that to create a moment that is real, warm, and personal. The jawline holds meaning because it's where his tension builds up. Think about it for a moment. When a man is stressed, when he's trying to stay in control, when he's frustrated, trying to focus, or dealing with pressure, he tightens his jaw. It's an unconscious habit, one he may not even notice. It's one of the places he stores his stress. So when you lean in and kiss him there, especially when he isn't expecting you to, it has this almost magical way of making him exhale. You give him a brief but meaningful pause from carrying everything by himself, even if it lasts only a few seconds. And again, it's not about doing anything too intense. It's not about trying to make it overly seductive. It's about slowing down and letting your lips move with intention. It's about tracing the strong line of his jaw gently with your mouth and showing him through soft touch that you notice him, that he can relax with you, that he doesn't need to pretend or hold himself together when he's with you. There is something incredibly comforting in that kind of affection, something many men rarely get to feel. What makes these kisses even more meaningful is that jawline kisses usually happen during moments of closeness that feel natural. Maybe you're sitting face to face, talking softly. Maybe you're curled up beside him, legs tangled, warmth shared. Maybe you're in the middle of a playful conversation and you lean in suddenly without overthinking it. It's the kind of affection that feels alive, genuine, and special. That tiny element of surprise, that small break in routine, makes the moment unforgettable. You pull him out of whatever he was thinking about. You snap him out of autopilot. You make the ordinary feel exciting again. And trust me, that is what stays in his memory. The way you made something simple feel vivid and full of life. Here's something most people don't realize. When you kiss a man's jawline, you're touching a part of him that connects not just to desire, but to his deeper instincts. His desire to protect, to be strong, to be admired by the woman he cares about. It's like you're telling him, without speaking a single word, I see your strength, and I feel safe being close to it. And even the most self-assured man, even the most confident one, wants to feel that. Every man wants to be recognized, not just for what he does for others, but for who he is at his core. The best part is that it doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be the lightest kiss near his jaw when he wraps his arms around you. A slow, thoughtful kiss along his jaw when you're sitting side by side. A playful, warm kiss when you're laughing together, close enough to feel his breath on your cheek. These little touches, quiet, soft, almost effortless, are the ones that hit the deepest. These are the ones he will remember because they feel real. They feel intentional. They feel earned, not performed. By the end of the day, kissing a man's jaw is not just about attraction or appearance. It's about acknowledgement. It's about being fully present with him. It's about saying through your touch, I see the man you are, and I like being this close to you. And when you make a man feel powerful and gentle at the same time, you create a moment he cannot forget. You become more than someone who shared time with him. You become the woman he felt safe around, the woman he could breathe with, the woman who made him soften in a way he didn't know he needed. And that kind of connection lasts far longer than a moment. There is also something quietly beautiful about a man's hands. His hands aren't just tools he uses throughout his day. They are the way he builds things, the way he expresses himself, the way he protects, supports, and occasionally carries the people he loves. His hands tell stories, where he's been, what he's worked for, what he's held on to, and what he's let go of. So when you choose to kiss his hands, you're doing something that might look small on the outside, but feels surprisingly powerful on the inside. You're acknowledging the part of him that gives, creates, helps, and holds. The part that might reach out to you without him saying a word. A soft kiss on his hand can catch him completely off guard. Most men aren't used to being treated with softness. They're used to being the strong one. They're used to being the ones who do the heavy lifting, emotionally, physically, and mentally. They're used to offering support rather than receiving it. They're used to holding others together while rarely being held themselves. So when you take his hand and kiss it gently, you are doing something rare for him. You're telling him, I see everything you do. I appreciate your effort. I recognize what you give, and I want to give something back to you. In that moment, even a simple kiss becomes something meaningful. It shifts the energy. It reminds him that he matters too, that someone sees the effort behind his actions, that someone values the quiet strength he carries around. You make him feel appreciated, seen, and cared for in a way he may not have felt in a long time. And no matter how tough he looks or acts, every man wants to feel that kind of acknowledgement deep down. It makes him soften. It makes him open up. It makes him feel connected to you in a way that surprises him. And it doesn't need to be dramatic at all. It can be the softest kiss on the top of his hand during a shared laugh. It can be a slow, gentle kiss on the back of his hand while he's holding yours in a quiet, peaceful moment. It can even be a playful kiss to his knuckles when he says something funny and you lean in without thinking. That's the real magic of it. The kiss is small, simple, almost silent, but it carries a weight he will feel long after. It's unexpected, it's honest, it's warm, and it lands right in the center of his heart before he even understands why. This is something most people never think about. The hands are one of the most emotionally responsive parts of the body. Hands remember things. When he thinks of you later, he'll picture how your fingers slid into his. He'll remember how your touch made him feel supported, cared for, wanted, and appreciated. Kissing his hands isn't just something physical. It becomes emotional grounding, a moment that roots your bond in something real and lasting. Think about his day-to-day life. His hands are always working. They're lifting, fixing, typing, building, carrying, guiding. They're doing things for others. They're doing things for himself. They're constantly in motion. When you kiss them, even for a second, you change the meaning of everything they represent. You shift them from tools of effort into something deserving of tenderness and love. You give him a moment where he doesn't have to be the strong one, the dependable one, the problem solver. For that moment, he gets to simply be loved. And men, even if they never put it into words, want that kind of quiet affection deeply. They crave moments where they don't have to perform or provide. They ache for touch that asks nothing from them. A kiss to his hand tells him something powerful. It tells him he matters not because of what he does, but because of who he is. If you're worried he might think it's strange, he won't. He may be surprised for a moment, mostly because it's not the kind of affection most men are used to receiving. But once he feels the sincerity in your touch, once he feels the softness and intention behind it, that moment will stay with him longer than you expect. Because it's rare, it's sincere, it's deeply human. Hand kisses create emotional closeness in a way that words can't always reach. They build trust. They show him that with you, he doesn't need to pretend. He doesn't need to carry that heavy mask of always being the man. With you, he can simply be himself. No pressure, no performance. That kind of connection is priceless. It's the type of bond that makes him miss you even before you walk out the door. It's the kind that makes him look across a crowded room just to find your face. And when he does, he smiles because he knows you truly see him in a way others don't. So don't ignore the soft magic of kissing a man's hands. It's simple, it's gentle, it's surprising, it lingers. And sometimes the quietest gestures are the ones that leave the longest echoes in someone's soul. And if there's any place that reaches straight into a man's spirit when you kiss it, it's his forehead. A forehead kiss isn't dramatic. It isn't meant to impress. It isn't loud or bold. But it's incredibly powerful because it touches a place inside him that most people never reach. A kiss on the forehead is pure. It's clean. It's full of comfort. It's not about desire. It's about warmth, care, and emotional closeness. When you kiss a man on the forehead, you're saying something softer than words could ever express. You're saying, "You're safe with me. You don't have to be strong right now. You can rest." Forehead kisses happen in tender moments, not loud ones. They happen when you're curled up together after a long, draining day. They happen when he's lost in thought, and you want him to know you're standing with him. They happen when he's opening up, and you want to show him that his feelings matter to you. And the beautiful part? He won't forget it. It leaves behind a memory that stays warm in his mind. It stays with him long after the moment ends. Because in a world that constantly pushes him to be tough, controlled, and unshakable, your kiss on his forehead becomes one of the few places where he feels completely at ease. It becomes a place where he doesn't need to hide anything. It becomes a small moment he'll replay quietly, smiling to himself, because it reminded him that he doesn't have to face everything alone. And it's not about finding the perfect words or saying something poetic. Sometimes the most powerful moments happen in complete quiet, moments where your touch speaks for you, moments where your love wraps around him gently, like a soft blanket he didn't even realize he needed. A kiss on the forehead builds a kind of closeness that huge romantic gestures can't compete with. It keeps two people emotionally connected. It makes him not only like you, but truly attached to you on a deeper level. It reminds him that real love isn't only about fireworks and passion. It's about peace. It's about trust. It's about being able to breathe around each other without fear. It's about having someone who feels like home. When a man experiences that with you, when he feels that calmness, that warmth, that sense of being accepted, it changes everything. It shifts the way he looks at you in his daily life. You stop being just someone he spends time with. You become the woman whose love he depends on, the one who steadies him when the world gets too loud, the one whose gentle touch he remembers even on difficult days. That kind of connection doesn't fade. It stays with him. So never underestimate the quiet strength behind a forehead kiss. It might look small, it might feel delicate, but it speaks louder than any sentence you could say. It's the silent assurance that tells him, "I'm here. You're safe with me." And for a man who's used to holding everything together alone, that kind of love is rare, meaningful, and something he'll hold on to tightly. There's something timeless and deeply soothing about a man's chest. It's not just about the physical side of it. There's a history, a sense of protection, a deep emotional grounding attached to that space. When you rest on a man's chest, when your hand touches it or your lips press softly against it, you're connecting with one of the oldest ways humans show care and closeness. It's comfort, it's belonging, it's safety without needing to explain anything. When you kiss a man's chest, you're doing far more than creating intimacy. You're forming an emotional connection that sometimes goes deeper than words can reach. A man's chest is where he hides so much: stress, exhaustion, unspoken thoughts, fears he doesn't mention, emotions he doesn't know how to express. He carries things there silently. So when you kiss that area gently and lovingly, without expecting anything back, you're telling him, "You don't have to hide with me, you can just be yourself." It's a moment that is calming but also quietly thrilling. Because even if he doesn't say it, every man loves to feel wanted. He loves knowing that you're drawn to him, that you enjoy being close, that you feel safe in his arms, that you seek comfort in the space he provides. It tells him he matters to you in ways that go beyond surface attraction. But this isn't only about desire or passion. It's about being emotionally present with him. It's about giving him your attention without rushing, without forcing anything, without overthinking, just being real and showing genuine affection. That's powerful because it meets him on several emotional levels at the same time. On one side, it feels good physically. On another, deeper level, it reassures him. It says, "Right now, as you are, you're enough for me." And that kind of reassurance doesn't fade fast. It stays longer than any cute text message or planned date. Kissing a man's chest also reminds him of something he rarely admits out loud. That beneath all the confidence he shows, beneath his accomplishments or his quiet nature, he's still a human being who wants to be loved without needing to perform or be perfect. Your kiss gives him permission to relax, to feel, to stop acting strong for a moment and just be held. And this tenderness matters even in the lightest moments. It doesn't have to be a serious or dramatic situation. Maybe you've been laughing together until your stomach hurts, and in that warm, happy moment, you lean down and kiss his chest without thinking. Maybe he's sharing something that matters to him, and you show your love by placing a soft kiss right above his heart. It doesn't need to look like a movie scene or follow any perfect romantic timing. What matters is the feeling behind it, the sincerity, the warmth, the intention. Those moments blend into his memory, they linger. They remind him of how deeply connected he feels to you, not because of something grand, but because of something real. The magic is always in the simple moments, the ones that feel personal and just yours. There's another truth too. Kissing a man's chest is an act of trust, because his chest is a vulnerable place. It's where his heart beats, where he's the most real, even when he tries to hide it. When you kiss him there, you're showing him that you love every part of him, not only the strong pieces he shows the world. And that kind of message is rare. It's the kind of love that makes a man pull you closer and protect you with everything he has, because you've given him something deeper: emotional safety. So if you want to create a moment that stays in his heart, one he'll always remember when he thinks about real love. Kiss his chest. Do it softly. Do it honestly. Do it without expecting anything in return. In that moment, you'll give him something more powerful than words ever could, the feeling of being loved for exactly who he is. When we talk about the places men love to be kissed, it's not just about what feels good physically. It's about what those places awaken inside them: the neck, the hands, the chest, the forehead. These aren't just physical spots. They're emotional gateways. Every kiss you place there touches more than his skin. It reaches his emotions, his hidden feelings, the parts of him he doesn't show anyone. Because the truth is, what men crave most isn't just touch. It's emotional safety. It's knowing that with you, he isn't just wanted or admired, but truly understood. It's feeling your touch say, "You're not alone. I choose you for who you are, not for what you do." And that kind of connection is rare. It's the kind of bond that keeps two people close long after the excitement fades. That's what turns love into something real and lasting. So the next time you're with the man you love, remember the power of a soft, meaningful kiss. A kiss on his neck when he's being playful, on his hands when he's trying to be strong, on his chest when he's letting you see his heart, on his forehead when he's simply human. Love isn't made from big gestures. It's built from small moments of genuine care, the quiet moments he'll think about at night when he feels lucky to have you. And if this message touched you, if you want to build a deeper, more lasting connection with your man, stay close for more real and honest relationship advice. If these words spoke to you, tell me which kiss felt the most meaningful to your heart. I'd love to hear. Just remember, love doesn't grow from perfect days. It grows from real moments. And every time you show up with care, with affection, with sincerity, you're not just loving him. You're giving him another reason to love you even more. Until next time, stay true to yourself, stay strong, and never forget the beautiful magic you carry in your heart and in every kiss you give. In the end, what makes a man remember you isn't grand gestures or dramatic displays of affection. It's the quiet, intentional moments, the gentle kisses on his neck, his hands, his chest, or his forehead that touch him emotionally and leave a lasting imprint on his heart. These simple acts of care show him he's seen, valued, and loved for who he truly is, not just for what he does. True connection comes from presence, sincerity, and vulnerability, and when you offer that, you create a bond that goes far beyond attraction. Love grows in real moments, not perfect ones, and every time you show up with tenderness and intention, you give him a reason to love you even more deeply, forever remembering the unique magic only you can create.